Erica is still with us this morning, guest co-hosting, but we couldn't have a morning with Erica without talking about Graze by Erica, the amazing creations that you put together. But I want some tips because I was telling you my 4-year-old loves charcuterie, but she thinks a charcuterie board includes a ring pop.
Oh.
So I know nothing about creating the beautiful masterpieces that you put together. So give us some tips. We've kind of started here.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so what did we start with? What's kind of a good base? Where do you begin?
So I kind of have a formula that I do in my head. So I start with laying out like jam and honey, and then I do the cheese, and then I go in with the meat. So this is a salami river that I've done. Yep. So I salami river over there. If you want to grab some,
I do.
Put it on the other side. Yep, of the honey.
Okay. Kind of put that right in here.
Squeeze it in there.
Okay.
So this is just whatever you want to put on a board is like what works.
And so do you typically have your favorites?
Yeah, I do. I'm like, this is one of my favorite cheeses. It's dill Havarti. It's so good. It's so creamy.
Do you eat while you make them?
No.
So I'm breaking all the rules right now?
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's really good.
It's totally okay.
You can't tell me about the cheese and not expect me to eat it. This is a dill Havarti. I don't think you brought this one on before, but I love it.
This is my first time. When I'm coming, I bring you different cheeses.
What do we got?
It's a rosemary cheddar.
A rosemary cheddar?
Which is so good. Yep, it's infused with olive oil and rosemary.
Okay, so good.
It's a good one too. Double fisting.
Double fisting with cheese? Is there anything better?
I know.
So we've got the cheese and meat, and we have another meat right here.
Yep, this is prosciutto.
Okay.
So this is like an Italian ham. Really good.
And how do you make that look beautiful? Because I would just kind of slap it on
there. So
I
kind of like ribbon it out, and you can put it in kind of like a prosciutto like bouquet.
Okay.
So you can do a couple of them in the corner, and it's so beautiful that if you just lay it and set it in the corner, it looks really pretty. So it kind of does
We've got
the
a
work
salami
for you.
river and a bouquet of prosciutto.
And a bouquet of prosciutto.
And lots of cheese. You can't go wrong with that. And then typically with your fruit selection, is it seasonal? What are some things that you like to do? Because you have a mixture here of dried and fresh.
Yeah, so I try to use seasonal and local whenever I can. So it's really important to support local farmers markets. So
absolutely.
There's a farmers market in Elkhart on Saturdays, and then the South Bend farmers market is open like throughout the week. So I try to go there when I can and get fresh fruits and veggies. So peaches are in season right now, blueberries and strawberries are in season right now. So I try to grab those up whenever I can. And the grapes that I've been finding recently are really good. So
they look amazing. And I have to tell you, I am still a novice when it comes to pairing fruit and cheese and that savory. I mean, do you have a combination here that you like to utilize, or is it kind of
so like how I would pair with this is I would do like a piece of cheese with some fig jam on it and like a little bite of prosciutto, and then drizzle honey over it. And
we do a little of this.
So
I mean, look at that. Hello.
Yeah, if you drizzle honey over anything, it like makes it the perfect sweet and salty. So I always put honey on my boards because it's such a good complement to any cheese and meat.
So there's some empty space here.
Yeah.
I feel like I should challenge myself.
Yeah.
So
show me what you got.
Should I just go for it? Well, I'm kind of eyeing these. Is this a dried
apricot? Yeah.
Okay. Look at it. I was looking at the peaches and I'm going, I don't think that's a dried peach. And then you already have some strawberries, so I think I'm going to add some of these.
Blackberries. I always do like blueberries on top of the blackberries because they look really pretty together with the dark blue and the light blue.
Now, when you're creating these, you know, I follow you a lot on Instagram, and we're going to make sure we get that information up, but still you kind of say that it's chef's choice.
Yeah.
You know, do you have kind of a standard board, or does it constantly change even weekly based on kind of what's fresh and what pairs well together?
They're never the same. No two boards are ever the same when I make them, and I just, like you said, I always use what's fresh and what I can find, and I like to mix it up. So when I have my regular customers order from me, I kind of remember what they got last time, and I'll make sure to give them something different this time.
Ooh, okay. And then I haven't utilized the nuts. What kind of nut are we working with, Erica?
So these are Marcana almonds with rosemary on them.
Okay.
So those complement the rosemary white cheddar really, really well, and they're my favorite kind of almonds.
I'm not quite sure where to put them. Do you just put them on top, or do you find a spot?
Like find little empty spots to fill in.
Okay.
Just to fill the board up.
I am learning so much, Erica. This is eating is more of my expertise than the creating.
So any spots you find, you can just fill them. Here's like kind of the salty aspect to the board with, these are green olives with jalapeno and garlic in them.
Oh my goodness.
They're so good. So any spots you just fill, and they're filled up.
This looks beautiful, and we basically just
it.
started with a few rows of cheese, and now just after a few minutes, you've created something really beautiful and something that you get to share. So you're going to want to make sure Erica has that brick and mortar location coming soon, but her information we're going to get up for all of you. You're going to want to order. Head over to grazebyerica.com, or also you can find her on Facebook and Instagram as well. Send her an email, give her a call, and stop by when that location is open. We'll